Good evening guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed the high protein Oreo brownies. So this week I'm making sure that I'm not as close to the camera because I noticed I was very close and my eyebrows look really big and they don't need any help looking big. So further away from the camera. Today we are doing a savory dish. It's going to be a dish that actually is featured in mine and Megan's recipe book, which if you didn't know, Megan's behind the camera by the way. We've got an audience. If you didn't know, we have a book called Rather Delish. It's £15, 50 healthy recipes, and it's really good. Tonight I am cooking for my girlfriend, and she is very hungry. She's looking at me like she's not very happy. So I better get a move on. The best way I would describe this dish is like a healthy comfort kind of dish. So this isn't the type of dish which I'd be eating like 2 or 3 times a day. I'd have it maybe twice a week or once a week or something like that. And it's always good to just change it up as well, because otherwise you're going to get bored of your day-to-day diet and probably end up eating worse anyway. So yeah, without further ado, and because my girlfriend is extremely hungry and she's looking at me like a hyena, I better get to it and start cooking. Cool. So the ingredients you will be needing, roughly 300 grams of chicken breast. We're just going to dice the chicken breast. I actually like to cut the chicken breast in half lengthways, and then you turn it widthways, and you can just cut it like that, nice and easy. 1 red onion. I'm worried I'm gonna get judged for my chopping skills. Next, 3 cloves of garlic. Just gonna cut the garlic into very fine, small pieces. Poppy's at the window. Poppy! Next up we have sweet red pepper. We really like sweet red pepper in this house. So you just want to take either end off and then take all the stuff in the middle out. And we're just chopping that into quite small bits as well. And then finally we've got some tender stem broccoli. So now I'm going to have to move the camera because we have a big extractor fan, which would be right in the way if I moved here. Right, so over here I've got a large saucepan of water, which I'm bringing to a boil. Get a pinch of salt, add it to the water. And then once that water's boiling, I've got 200 grams of farfalle pasta. It could be any pasta really. Just put that in the boiling water. It's gonna take about 10 to 12 minutes to cook. I actually always measure out my olive oil with a tablespoon. That way I know exactly how much fat I'm getting in each day. Next we add our chicken breast. Cool, so fry the chicken on a medium heat for about 4 or 5 minutes. Then we're just going to add a crack of salt, a bit of black pepper, and some oregano. So as you start to see the chicken kind of coming to a brown colour on the outside, add our vegetables, so the red onion and pepper, and the garlic. Smell that garlic. Oh yeah. Lovely. The pasta is cooked, so we can remove that now. Now it's a good time to add the broccoli. Stir it in, fry for maybe 3 or 4 minutes.
It smells glorious.
Smells glorious. Are you hungry?
Yes, I'm starving.
How hungry are you?
Very.
Little tip if you're cooking for someone, make sure they're really, really hungry. Prolong the dinner,
like anyway.
And then they're starving, and even if it tastes like crap, they still like it. That's my strategy every time. We just lost a bit of broccoli.
Blue's got it.
Bluebell! This is a book that Megan got sent called Feed Me. 50 home-cooked meals for your dog.
Let Niall know if he should do a video on dog meals.
I was thinking it's a good April Fool's idea. Right, so the chicken and the vegetables are pretty much cooked, smelling really good. Now it's time to add our pesto. I always use fresh pesto because I think it tastes better and it just kind of mixes into dishes better. I'm gonna add half the pack, stir that in. Oh, pesto's so good. Do you know anyone that doesn't like pesto? Next up, our Philadelphia. Of course you could use any cream cheese, This is Philadelphia Light, so slightly less calories, slightly less fat. I'm adding half a tub of this, which may seem like a lot, but it's all accounted for in the macros. And as I said, this is the type of thing that you probably want to eat once or twice a week as like a treat. So it's all good. So all that Philadelphia is mixed in really nice. Next up, I've got a pack of cherry tomatoes. Quite a big handful of these chopped tomatoes. So we've got a cooked pasta, add that into the dish. Stir away, make sure it really gets stirred in nicely. It's gonna start looking amazing. Season it. I like a lot of pepper. Not too spicy though, some people don't like spicy food.
Me, I'm a customer.
Customer, you paying me? Oh, I almost forgot. Pine nuts. I think there's about 20 grams of pine nuts in there. If you want it to be really fancy, you could even toast the pine nuts. And there we go, it's done. Easy peasy. Right, so I did forget to mention that this whole dish serves 3 people. So that's one for me, one for Megan, and I have one left over
Me tomorrow.
for my lunch tomorrow. And a tiny bit of grated Parmesan. Don't go too crazy. And that, I think, is my dinner. So how is it, Megan?
Glorious.
Glorious.
This is my favourite recipe that Niall makes and from Rather Delish.
There's lots of favourites. Bluebell's trying to eat mine now. Get away, you piggy. Piggy. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you try it out, let me know in the comments below. Also, in the comments below, let me know what you'd like to see in the future. And it can be any type of vid. Look at this attention seeker. As I said, this recipe is in the Rather Delish cookbook. So if you want this recipe plus 49 other amazing recipes, go over to the Peach Plan and buy that. And have a good week. Bye.
Happy day.